We're in Blythewood, South Carolina, getting loaded. Got here at 12 o'clock. Well, got here about like 12:30. Walked all the way to the front. We had about 50 trucks in line. Walked all the way to the front, checked in at 1:22 p.m. It is now almost 5:30. So 4 hours later and still don't have a door. This says Amcor Rigid Packing in Blythewood, South Carolina. And it's an empty bottles weighing about 5,000 to 7,000 pounds. Going to Buffalo, New York. So I wasn't gonna go out this week. I was just gonna stay home. Been trying to do some light remodeling, rescreen the patio. Also started painting the living room, dining room, hallway area. And I actually fell off the ladder when I was cutting in the jams of the paint at the top of the edge of the wall. I was on the next to the last step and leaning over, and the ladder just came out from under me. I didn't spill the paint, but I hit the ground hard. I hit our hardwood floor. Got scraped up because my leg went inside the ladder and scraped the skin off my leg. So it was definitely sore. And then the next day was Mother's Day, so I was just trying to get stuff done for my wife for her Mother's Day. And we had a good Mother's Day, went to church, and yeah, everything's been good. Except for when we came here, having to waste our clock just sitting. But 4 or 5 hours just sitting, how do they expect you to drive, you know? You're gonna be all tired and exhausted sitting behind the wheel from sitting here waiting all day. We got air conditioning on, but got my APU running. But it's still hot, you know, sun is still beaming down, so. Anyways, we're about to get back here in our bed, relax some more, I guess. I didn't really want to get back there because there's a guy that keeps coming out that like is checking everybody in basically. And my brother is here getting loaded too. That's his truck right there. And I actually came here before him, and I signed in, and then I signed him in after me. But he was actually talking to the guy, and he was pulled and parked somewhere where he wasn't supposed to, so the guy just told him to back in right there and wait there. And then he was like, I'll just give you that door. And so he's getting loaded before me. Yeah, but we had a good Mother's Day church service. Bishop Scott King preached on the different mothers in the Bible, so that was pretty cool. The King of the Three Claws, what's happening? Check Kamar, hi. The day's been good. The day's been good. Besides waiting here all day. Been here at the pickup for about 4 or 5 hours. And so we're just waiting to get loaded so we can go to Buffalo, New York. There's trucks here at the door. There's trucks all lined up behind me. They don't have anybody here directing traffic or telling you where to park at or where to wait at. It's just everybody for themselves basically. It's just 3 or 4 different lanes of trucks all trying to get to one place at the same time. So it's a mess here, but yeah, hopefully everything will go good. We'll probably end up somewhere in Virginia, West Virginia tonight, because we're only going to have probably like 5 or 6 hours left of driving by the time we get loaded. Then we'll have to get home by the weekend so we can finish painting our living room. My daughter's first birthday is coming up next weekend. Gabriella, we call her Gabby. So she's starting to walk a little bit more on her own. She'll still want to sit down and scoot around and crawl, but she's almost where she's just only walking. She's almost there. She's got 2 teeth on the bottom, 2 teeth on the top coming in. So she's a mess. And then of course I have 2 older kids. One is a 7-year-old son Ryan, and one is 5-year-old son AJ. So me and my wife, we're a family of 5 with 3 kids. And she stays at home with the kids while I'm out here working, trying to make a living. living the American dream, trying to provide for my family and do the best I can. That's all we can do, you know. Sometimes I feel like I fall short as a man because you try to do the best you can, and then, you know, sometimes despite of circumstances or what happens out here on the road, or you have to pay for different things that, you know, feel like you're doing the best that you could have been doing. But I guess that's just me, because I always like to strive for perfection, and I know you shouldn't, but I always care what people think about, you know, of me and, you know, my character and stuff like that. So thank you guys for joining. Is you guys got any questions for me? Throw out some questions. I'll answer any questions you have. Had to drive 2 hours here to pick up this load. It was a little drive, but what's he doing? Well, he almost hit his door on the trash can. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions or any comments, then I'll go ahead and just end the live here. I might try to go live again in the future. Seems like a couple of people like lives, and people like, you know, interacting with you and asking questions and just getting involved more, trying to figure out stuff about trucking, or if it's not about trucking, that's fine too. It can be about Jesus, it can be about the Lord, it can be about anything you got on your mind at that day and time. Just ask that you try to be respectful and keep it clean, and that's it. So anyway, y'all have a good one. Thank you for watching as always, and God bless.